Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our lecturer, Dr. Suhaini binti Mak Daud. Me as the first presenter for today. My name is Nurul Shifa binti Zulkifli. My matric number is 03DPR19F117. Me and my group members, we will present about the study of the level of certification of the Polimas student on.
Hello, my name is Asyatul Ala binti Baharudin. My matric number is 03DPR19F1120.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Hakim Bisharin. My number matric is 03 DPR 19F1003.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Anis Syamira Nazuha binti Muhammad Nadri. My matric number is 03 PR 19F1007.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. My name is Adi Ikma bin Muhammad Aris. Nomor matric 03 DPR 19F1009. Today, my tips will be present about the study the level of certification of Polimas student towards the quality of post-Laju Berhad service.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will start first with executive summary. This study aims to identify the level of customer certification with the service of query company Post-Laju Sdn Berhad. Recently, that have been survival issue regarding the service provided by Post-Laju, namely delivery time, quality of handling goods, and customer service. This study can help research in understanding the common problem that often occurring to service query companies. At the same time, research can also ensure the certification of each customer of the query company Post-Laju Berhad. In addition, using the online question A by using the Google Form platform of Polimas student to get feedback on the level of customer certification and customer behavior toward of query service Post-Laju Sdn Berhad. Research background. Post-Laju is a query company which is also a subsidiary of Post Malaysia Berhad, which was established in early 1992. The establishment of Post-Laju is aimed to strengthen the operation of Post Malaysia Berhad. Post-Laju only provided storage service of user to all corner whether in rural or urban area. Since its inception, the Post-Laju company has expanded throughout Malaysia to meet the needs of customers. However, there are also some issues related to the service provided by Post-Laju that do not create the level of customer certification, such as delivery of goods and take quite a long time to manage goods and error in delivery. Through for the research conducted this study to examine the purchasing behavior and the level of customer certification with customer service used by Polimas students. I will discuss about problem statement. Currently, there are survival complaints from the customer about the Post-Laju service. In addition, customer complain about express mail service often writing in newspaper, magazine, and blogs. Have some minor issue with their service, such as the way an employment treats customer. Express mail to receive a very high demand to send very large purchase as a result of the follow-up of online purchasing activities throughout the period of the movement control or the PKP. Business objective to review customer behavior through the service provided by Post Laju Berhad. Second, to find out the level of customer satisfaction which the quality of Post Laju Berhad service. And the last objective is to identify the aspect of service that need to be improved by Post Laju Berhad. This is a research question. Question number 1. How do customer behave through Post Laju Berhad service? Question number 2. What is the level of customer satisfaction with the quality of Post Laju Berhad service? Question number 3. What aspect that need to be improved by Post Laju Berhad? So this is important from our research. This study is very important because it can be used as a base that need to be emphasized by Post Laju Berhad. In addition, it can be also identify problem faced by vision practice. The study can help the management of Post Laju Berhad to identify the management pattern of service offer. We work on every aspect related to user certification, namely the level of user certification, service quality factor, service factor, and appraisals factor. So this is our model of analysis. Independent variable is quality of service, and dependent variable is level of certification. So this is hypothesis. The level of customer satisfaction which the quality of express portal service is very satisfactory. The level of the customer satisfaction which the quality express postal service is unsatisfaction. So that's all from me. I will pass to my friend.
The first one is type of research. In this study, researchers will use a descriptive study that is cross-sectional design. The purpose of descriptive research is to provide an overview of the characteristic of the population, phenomena or experience in the study conduct. The research method also uses quantitative variables such as service quality in the study are measured numerically. In addition, the types of research study is descriptive, which is defined as a procedure to identify and study systematically to conducting a survey of a population or samples such as the population of the study consists of Polimas students. For sample selection, this sampling uses a probability technique that is simple random sampling. It is a technique where the sample is selected in unbiased manner. The respondents of this study were 15 students of Polimas who were randomly selected. Next is a research instrument. The instrument of this study is used as a basis to obtain data of the population of respondents through students of Polimas. The method used is a questionnaire that is by using a form such as Google Form to make it easier for respondents to answer questions posed by researchers during this pandemic. The total number of questions submitted is 32 questions and is divided into 3 parts, namely Part A, B, and C. Part A is the demographic data of respondents who have 4 questions, while Part 4 has 4 general questions, and Part C is divided into 4 issues, namely the level of consumer satisfaction, service quality factors, service factors, and also employee appearance factors. Fieldwork and data collection. In this study, researchers will use quantitative data that can be measured. For data collection methods, there are 2 ways. The first way, researchers use secondary data that is collected from books and journals. And the second way, researchers use the main source of primary data, which is the inquiry method. Prime data is data collected personally from the respondent. The method used to collect prime data was the survey method. Given the present of COVID-19 outbreak, they use electronic media such as Google Form links to distribute questionnaire to respondent. The researcher took a week to gather all the information about the respondent data. For data analysis, researchers collect data and information to make this analysis by using the software provided that is SPSS, and it is used to analyze closed questions. Researchers use measurements such as frequency and level of customer satisfaction that will influence consumer perception of the service offered by Laju Berhad. This data and information is used to support the objective of the study that have been set by the researcher. In this method, the researcher has received good cooperation and commitment from the respondent of Polimas student. For reporting, researchers will use this type of technical report. The report may also include some recommendation and conclusion. This reporting is suitable for targeting specific respondent desired by the researcher by using interesting technique such as research design and sampling. This style of writing is designed by researchers to facilitate reading and understanding of the research conduct. The type of presentation that will be used by the researcher is a research poster intended to present the result of the study.
Alright, I will continue to profile respondent in study to conduct information by our group. We get 50 response from student Polimas to answer the question that we distribute, which is level of satisfaction Polimas student to our quality service offered by Post Laju. Right, you can see this is the information data related to respondent that we have obtained. Okay, number 1 is gender. Male have 24 response, and for women we have 26 response. Second is age, 18 years old and under, we got 5 response, and then 19 to 24 years old we got 41 response. 25 to 30 years old we got 1 response. 31 to 36 years old we got 1 response, and lastly more than 36 years we got 2 response. Alright, next is race. For the race we have only 2 respondents, which is Melayu is 49 response and Indian 1 response. Alright, for the next slide, the descriptive analysis of users satisfaction on level. Okay, we use this descriptive analysis to see how that question can be influenced the purpose of the study. Okay, let me see. Number 1, question about the level of user satisfaction. We can see from the slide, we have 2 highest mean of the question. That question is saya berpuas hati dengan keselamatan kiriman atau bungkusan Post Laju. have a 3.32 mean. And then second question, saya berpuas hati dengan polisi dan jaminan yang disediakan oleh sebuah laju. We got a 3.30 mean. For the average, all the question we got a 3.20. Okay, the higher mean value the question asks related to the purpose of the study. Alright, we go to the second question, which is descriptive analysis service quality factor. Okay, we can see from here there are some questions that have a high level of mean, which is number one, we got perkhidmatan kurir pos laju boleh dipercayai. We got 3.28 mean. Number two, we got barang yang dihantar diterima dalam keadaan baik. We got 3.28, and the lastly we got pos laju sentiasa mengemaskini maklumat item yang dihantar. 3.26. Okay, mean of the average question from service quality factor is 3.15. Okay, we go to the next slide. The next slide is descriptive analysis service factor. Now we look at the question related to the service offered by Post Laju. We got here two higher mean from the question. Number one is pekerja di kaunter sangat cekat dan pantas. The mean is 3.16. Secondly, we got pekerja serahan barangan sanggup menunggu saya walaupun saya lewat untuk keluar mengambil barang. The mean is 3.14. Average mean from this service factor is right. For all the segment, we only have two lowest mean, which is 2.92 and 2.76. Alright, for the mean, the lowest mean, which is 2.76. The question is student Polimas not get the notice from to collect the goods themselves at the post laju counter and post laju couriers. Okay, next we go to the interpretation of mean score. You can see at the schedule, we got here score for mean 1.0 to 2.00. The score is low, and then we got 2.01 to 3.00. We got a medium low, and then we go to 3.01 to 4.00. We got a medium high, and then lastly 4.01 to 5.00. We got a high. This source we got from Numali 1997.
Okay, next I will explain about descriptive user satisfaction level statistic. Okay, we did not use the cross tabulation method to obtain the result of the respondent because the question in the questionnaire had IV but no DV hypothesis. Therefore, we use other methods of calculate variable to obtain the mean, standard deviation, and percentage of agree. In this table are the total number of mean calculation, standard deviation, and agree percentage. We calculate manuals to obtain the agree total, mean, standard deviation, and percentage. To get the mean calculation, we add all the total mean of each question after addition, we divide by 6 because the total number of question of this section is 6 question only. For the standard deviation of the same method by obtaining the mean sum, the percentage agree that we take in the SPSS, we use the frequency to look at the percentage number on a score 3 plus score 4 to get the total percentage agree. We got a total of 15 respondents, means 3.20, standard deviation 0.8C, and the percentage agree 100%. Okay, I will explain about this table. Table 3.4.1 show the analysis of questionnaire relate to the level of consumer satisfaction with the quality of service of Laju Berhad. The result show that the mean value obtained on average was 3.20 with a standard deviation of 0.8C, which means the average of the respondent on average agree that the level of use satisfaction caused them to be satisfied using post-Laju service, and the data is also well distributed based on the standard deviation obtains. The highest percentage score are item 1 and 3, which are about bill certified with the security of package and service at the post-Laju service counter with value of 86% and 88%. The mean for the level of user satisfaction indicate that this relationship successfully reject HO and successful accept HA. The last one, descriptive apparent factor statistic. Table 3.44 show the analysis of question needed to identify aspects of service that need to be improved by post-Laju Berhad. The result show that the mean value obtained on average was 3.254 with a standard deviation of 0.73, which means that the overall average respondent on average agreed that apparent factor make them more confident and satisfied with the appearance of post-Laju employers, and the data is also well distributed based on the value of the standard deviation obtained. The highest percentage score are item 1 and 2, which are about employer at the post-Laju counter, always dressed clean and tidy, each getting of value of 90%. The mean of the service quality factor indicate that this relationship successfully reject HO and successfully accept HE. That's all for me.
Okay, today I will present about proposed investment against Laju Berhad company. establishing and efficient competition management unit of the region. Number 2, speed up delivery to customer. The Post Laju Berhad company needs to ensure the number of its employees to type the delivery of good to customer to prevent the company from receiving complaints from customer regarding the late delivery of good received by customer. Number 3, always update tracking message to customer. The Post Laju Berhad company will always update the good tracker to customer through application that can be used by customer to be their good tracker. This is so that customer can count the position of their good to avoid any doubt to customer using Post Laju Berhad courier service. Number 4, working together. Research need to instill the attitude of working in the team that is working together. This is because it's only research that wouldn't research to complete the study, but it is attitude be used when in the of work. If you look at today, many groups have each problem, so the spirit of teamwork must be nurtured in each group. Let's collect more material for the study. Information about the study should be collected in large quantity to be used as different and guide the complete the study. It was also facilitated the works of research to find important data for reference. In conclusion, this study was conducted by examining the level of certification of Polimas students on the quality of Post Laju Berhad service. However, many facilities are provided for Polimas students, but as far as the level of certification of Polimas students on the quality of Post Laju service, the study can also help the Post Laju company to improve all the shortcomings and weakness in the providing the service offered, namely the Post Laju service. In general, the level of certification of Polimas students on the quality of Post Laju service has a very positive or negative impact on the Post Laju company to improve the quality of Post Laju service. Apart from that, the Post Laju service is not only used by Polimas students, but all other also use the Post Laju service. For its service offered in its division has its own function that can bring benefit to Polimas students who use the Approach Mail service. In fact, the role of Post Laju company also play a very important role in obtaining quality service and effective implementation for Post Laju. Finally, Post Laju service a responsibility to provide better and more effective service quality. Therefore, the Post Laju company must perform a task with full confidence and serious in offering service at Post Laju and be able to provide a positive impact in the long run.